Good afternoon. Welcome to downtown Charlestown. Here we are at Bunker Hill Community College. Today's matchup for Beantown Thunder versus the East Boston Knights. I'm your announcer, Eric Bellavia, and I have my sidekick and cohort, Paul Marullo, here. Join me.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's preseason tune-up between the Thunder and the East Boston Knights in the RRBL. We got Pat Morrow on the hill today for the Beantown Thunder. He throws a three-pitch arsenal, a fastball, knuckle curve, and a changeup. I'd like to see that knuckle curve, Eric.
Well, we're leading off here for the Knights. It's Mike Pinn playing second base. We get to the infield here in a moment.
Play ball.
First pitch, outside of the backstop, ball one. That'll give us time to give our infield here for the Beantown Thunder. First base is Chris Dudenson. At second base, brother Dan Dudenson.
The Dudenson brothers.
Dudenson brothers.
Working the infield.
Pitch, inside ball two. At shortstop, we got Jeff Selznick. Third base, Joel Autry. Left field, John Favre. We'll finish the outfield here in a minute. The pitch. Ball three high. Continuing on, center field, Steve Heffernan, known as Hef. And right field, Ben Savage. And on the mound is Pat Moreau, and he winds and deals 3-0. Charity strike there, 3 balls in the strike.
It looks like a nip the corner.
A balmy 45 degrees here in downtown Charlestown. Pitch from Moreau. Swing by Pinn, right to Selznick. He bobbles, throws to first, can't make the play, gets by the first baseman, and Pinn's going to stay right there.
Well, you know, to get warmed up, cold days, the joints and the gloves, everything's a little hard.
So that's going to be an E6 on Jeff Selznick. Mikey Pinn's aboard. And the lineup for the East Boston Knights, following Mikey Pinn batting second, Kevin English at shortstop, Lester Aragon behind the dish, Chris Dowd cleaning up, left field, Ben McBride on the bump, batting fifth, Jeff Harris in right field, batting sixth. We'll wait for the pitch. Looks at Pinn, winds and delivers.
Pinn's taking off.
Almost hits English. Pinn's safe at second, standing up.
Putting the pressure on early, the Knights being aggressive.
Well, the Knights were known to run last year. They took every chance and opportunity they could, no matter who was on the mound or behind the plate. That's their game. So Pinn at second now with no outs. Setting the table for English. And the pitch. Takes for ball two.
Generous lead there for Pinn.
Mikey's known to get a good lead, especially a secondary lead on second and third base. They were working with him at first base in the off-season, try to get him a bigger lead at first. He's got tremendous speed.
That's the type of guy you'd like to have at the top of your lineup, setting the table.
So English up 3-0 here. Finishing off the lineup for the Knights, batting seventh in center field, Mike Russo. Third base, Scott Dunlop. First base, coach and friend, Tim Antonellis. And the extra hitter is Jared Kenny. The pitch. Swinging on 3-0. True preseason game.
Well, you know, you get the green light. Anything that looks good.
Well, it's a tune-up, so I don't think coaches are going to take any exception to that. Brett Smith helping out behind the mound, calling balls and strikes until Alberto Collado gets here to help us out. Alberto working on the second game of a triple header for him today.
Well, busy guy.
He's a busy guy. One of the best the RRBLs have to offer. 3-1 here. The set and the pitch.
He's having a hard time finding that strike zone.
Okay, ball three.
It seems like he's releasing a little too early up there, Morrow.
Release points off 3/4 angle. Doesn't really know where to let go right now. So preseason again for all of us. That's the third ball. It's 3-1 now. And the pitch.
Ooh.
There's a liner down the line. Looks foul and out of play.
Good cut there.
Looks like English got all of that. Little English over there to keep it fair would have been nice.
Morrow hurt us. Seemed to hold the ball a little longer there. Ball on the inside part of the plate.
So he's battled back now at a full count. Penn gets a tremendous lead off his second. Pitch. Fouled off to the backstop. Alex Samaras makes the catch.
That looked to be the knuckle curve that we've been waiting to see here.
And now's one out.
Some good movement on it. Made its way back toward the plate. We got one down.
Step into the dish. Former New York Mets draft pick. Now East Boston Knight. Catching today, Lester Aragon.
It's been a long journey for Aragon.
Yes, it has. Both literally and figuratively. He drives from Springfield, Massachusetts to play these games, which is a long tote for the Aragon family. First pitch taken high, ball one.
Well, he loves the game.
Sure does.
Good looking ball player.
And a good looking gentleman.
I have to agree with that, sir.
The pitch. Pin's going. Throw down to third, not in time. He's safe, gets by the third baseman, backed up nicely by Selesnik at shortstop. Pin moves up.
He's not very aggressive on the base paths there. He's going to have to keep Alex on his toes back there today.
Mr. Samaras behind the plate is going to have to watch out today.
And Morrow actually finally got one right down the heart of the plate there.
Yes, he did. So 2 balls and a strike here. Aragon looking to cash in. The delivery. Taken outside.
Just a bit outside.
2 balls and a strike for Brett Smith. Set. Down low, 3 balls and a strike. Morrow looks a little timid out there right now. I don't know if it's the weather or he's got a little pre-game jitters.
Yeah. I don't know how much work he's had this preseason, but looks like he could use a little more.
That's why we're here. Pitch.
Oof.
Knocks Aragon to his ass. And Pinsko is standing up. Aragon to first base. Knights up 1-0.
Still one down now, still one down.
Chris Dowd stepping in. The former Bunker Hill product.
Oh, he's playing on his home field.
Absolutely. A couple of these guys on the Knights Bunker Hill products. We'll talk about those guys as we go. Chris playing left, a dangerous hitter, power hitter here. Batting cleanup for the East Boston Knights. Lester a little lead off of first, no look. Handcuffs Samaras for a strike, 0-1. Aragon doing a little house cleaning over by first base.
Well, Morrow finally got ahead of a hitter here.
Let's see if he can continue that trend. Set. Takes a look at Aragon at first. And the delivery.
Well.
Hanging curve. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and no strikes, excuse me. Oh, 1-1. That's where the clicker will help.
Morrow sets.
Deals. Hit the other way, out of play.
Watch out for those windshields, folks.
We are not insured here. Bunker Hill Community College.
1-800-54-GIANT. Looking for a sponsorship here. We won't sing the jingle. You're probably all familiar with it.
Dowdy set with a 1-2 count. Morrow delivers. Down low. Gets by Samaras. Aragon moves past second here. Another Knight in scoring position.
The battery of Morrow and Samaras, certainly looking in preseason form here.
A little shaky right now.
Shaky. But we all got a lot of winter rust to work off.
You're scoring at home, that's a pass ball on Samaras. Lester with a good secondary lead. And a delivery. Sent a second bounding ball. Dudinsky bobbles that. That falls into center field. Aragon around third. He'll score. Dowd will stay right there at first base, and now that's going to be a tough E4 for the second base.
Tough hop for one of the Dude brothers.
The Dude brothers making an error
I think
here.
he set himself a little too early. Ball just got up on him a little bit.
So on the error, run scored. An unearned run for Moreau.
Yeah, the Dudinski brothers looking like they're ready for the Slapshot 2 movie.
That is true. That is true, my friend. In steps Ben McBride, last year's MVP of the RRBL and batting champ. Takes one in for a ball.
Wow.
Ben batted a robust .556.
Wow.
And was the hottest hitter on the planet in June, the end of June, right through October. MVP by a landslide, and also a starting pitcher today.
Wow.
Does it all. Pitch by Moreau. Round of short.
Everybody having a little
Bobbled
trouble
by
here.
Selesnik. He can't get it. It's gone through the first baseman. Dowd moves up to third. McBride up to second with the throw. And that's back to Moreau on the mound right now. And now we got the corner set here. Second and third with McBride and Chris Dowd.
A little wave to the folks at home there.
With no outs here. So 3 errors in the inning. Another E6 there on the throw.
Yeah, the Thunder infield having a tough time there.
Pitch by Moreau. Swung by Harris. Little nubber right out front. Samaras picks it up. It's a no throw to first
play
base.
at first. Playing it safe, conservative.
If you're scoring at home, that's an infield single. The bases are now loaded for the Knights.
And we haven't had a ball out of the infield yet.
Last year's all 10th player team, Mike Russo, steps into the plate. Bases loaded here, no outs.
Russo, obviously, his laundry is also in preseason.
Moreau struggling here to get any help from his infield. Anything scored here after will be an unearned run. Pitch. Right down the gut.
That's a good looking one for Morrow.
He placed it right there for Russo to hit it. He needed to throw a strike there. Busy traffic with the orange line and purple line intersecting right behind the plate.
You got a real green line back there too.
Swing and foul back by Russo, 0-2.
Morrow finally way ahead of a hitter here. Let's see if he can.
So is Morrow is the correct pronunciation?
Morrow,
Okay. Morrow struggling, as are the Beantown Thunder. Again, the ball's not out of the infield, Paul, so.
Yeah.
Mike stepping in with a nice gray sweatshirt. Looking sharp today, Mike. Protects on that and swings right through it for the strike. So the Thunder get their first out and stop the bleeding somewhat here.
Maybe that'll give Morrow a little bit more confidence now. He's got 2 down here in the top of the first inning.
In steps Scott Dunlop.
On the way.
Don't worry about it. 1 out, bases juiced. McBride's got both hands in his back pocket. Now he turns to just left. Now no hands in the pockets. The pitch from Morrow, up high. We got a chocolate lab behind the plate.
Chocolate.
McBride giving us a little taste of what to expect from the season.
McBride's quite a character.
He sure is. He hasn't met a camera he hasn't liked. I think you heard us talking about the little snapback here. 1-0 delivery. Fouled off, even the count at 1-1. So again, bases loaded, full of Knights. Dowd at third, Bride at second, Harris at first. Dunlop digging in, seeing if he can take advantage of the Thunder mistakes here. The pitch, up high 2-1.
Well, high, that 3-quarter delivery. Still giving Morrow a little problems there. It's a release point.
One of the Dinsky brothers trying to talk it up for the infield. No relations to fly ball, looks to be foul. Selesnik gives it a run but can't make the play. That's out of play. Dunlop trying to take advantage. Knights trying to take advantage. But again, No ball's been out of the infield here. Knights have been fortunate with a couple of gift runs.
Yeah, the gloves on the Thunder here in the infield looking a little rusty.
A little rusty. The good point here is the gloves are on the right hands. So that's a big step in the right direction. Morrow gets a good look. Looks off to first base. Pitch. Outside gets behind Samaras. Dowd's gonna score and everybody else moves up. McBride to third. Harris chugs along in a second.
Jeff Harris, favorite of the East Boston Knights here. Longtime friend and cohort.
Little score on the wild pitch. Call that a wild
Loves the
pitch.
game. Play infield and outfield.
He just does it all.
He sure does. And he does it with an enthusiasm and a passion that's really hard to match.
Here's one right up the gut at the camera, just by me. It gets by Heffernan. Dowd scores. Harris scores. Dunlop around second base. Selesnik takes the cut, can't handle it. Dunlop in the third, standing up. So again, error is costing the Thunder here. Solid single up the middle. That'll score 2 runs. And a 2-base error on Heffernan in center field for overrunning the baseball. The Thunder do not look sharp here.
Yeah, he didn't get down on that ball out there in center field. And it just got right by him. Didn't set himself well.
So 2 outs here, runner on third. In steps coach Tim Antonellis.
And if I'm the coach of the Thunder, I'm putting the bats away and making sure these boys take plenty of field and practice over this next week here.
You're right, Paul. Well, he's got to whip his boys into shape here. The Thunder have had some good preseason games we've heard about. They won last week. And an almost near win against the Brewers. The Brewers are about the same type of talented team that the Thunder have. Again, the Thunder have retooled this team. Really come from no team to a team. Ball outside.
Well, certainly there's still a ways to go, but a lot of great guys on the team. And they certainly love the game and happy to be out here. And they'll take their lumps.
Thunder have spotted the Knights 5 runs, all unearned. It's going to be a tough hole to climb out of. Pitch.
Oh, still having trouble finding that plate. Harris gives the sign.
Fouled off. It's a count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 5 runs across.
Antonellis, a really great guy, good ball player.
First-year coach, taking over for former manager of the year, Eric Bellavia. Hell of a coach and a hell of a season he had last year.
Great job that he's done with this team.
He's handed over the team to Antonellis, a championship team. Looking to make another round. Foul back. Still a 2-2.
You know, those guys, they get the ring and then they take a walk. They go where the money is, usually the broadcasting booth.
Something to be said about walking out on top, my friend. Never coach another game as long as I live in the RRBL. I went out on top, and that's the way it'll stay. The delivery. Strike 3,
Good
looking.
pitch from Morrow through the
That's
fastball.
the third out, but not before the Knights caused some heavy damage on some heavy damage of Thunder of their own with the errors. 5 runs across, 1 hit on the inning, more errors than I can count. After the top half of the first, Knights lead 5-0. Thunder coming up.